Joe Zombie.
What's up, Jonesy? What are we doing?
Found a floppy disk in the woods. Moon's haunted.
Moon's haunted?
Yeah, well, that's an old Destiny joke, but
Oh, I thought like it was called Moon's haunted.
no.
It's like, oh,
No.
no.
So I put this in. Strange things are happening. To break the illusion here. This is Inscryption, everybody. I love this game. I have played through this game. Joe has no idea what's going on.
I've heard rumors, but that's about it.
Yeah, so the fact that we don't have a playthrough on the channel and it's still a new enough game, and the Casey's mod endless mode came out, so I deleted my save game. So we're starting from scratch so that I can show Joe the game, and then eventually we can mess around with the Casey's mod endless mode stuff, which is very exciting to me because I've played 14 hours of this game in my first playthrough. I'm looking forward to playing more. So without further ado, let's jump in.
I'm looking forward to see what all the hubbub is about, because every time anyone talks about this game, it's about how insane it is.
It's a really good card game, and I would love if at some point they came out. So I would love at some point if they came out with, I would love multiplayer for this, or some kind of more, give me more. I think that picking
like a PvP thing?
Yeah, because there's 4 factions in this game.
Wait, there are factions in this game?
That's too soon. That would be telling. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there eventually.
This game like 8-bit?
No. Yes. No. That would be telling. I can't tell you. We have to play the game. This is going to be very fun to try to traipse this minefield.
Yeah, it's going to be not to like spoil things accidentally just by talking about stuff.
It's gonna be great.
You're gonna be like, I don't want to tell him about this. How's the weather over there? Is it rainy?
Correct. So the setup for this game is that we are playing this from the point of view of a YouTuber, a card game YouTuber, who found a floppy disk and put it in, and this is the game that is on it. And so if you hear another voice
is spelled like crypt, like, dead people.
Yeah, and if you notice, it's underlined perfectly for just the crypt part. Yeah. They know what they're doing. This is from Daniel Mullins, the mind behind Pony Island and The Hex, which you have not played either one of those either. So
I've never played a single Daniel Mullins game. So.
And they're all connected somehow, so it might be something we have to look into at some point.
But it's like I'm going into Rick and Morty in season 5, and everyone's just like, "How do you not know about any of this?" I'm like, I've never seen it.
Right, wubba lubba, whatever, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Anyway, so if you hear another voice, it's not you going crazy. Maybe it's you going crazy, but it's also going to be that YouTuber guy. So,
sure.
Fun fact: you can't start a new game. You have to start a continue game.
What?
Yep, you cannot start a new game. See, no new game for you. Sorry. Go.
So there's
away.
no new game in this game. Even if you delete your save.
I deleted my save, and that's how I could play new game in my save. You can't play new game in a new save. You have to play continue game.
What?
Yep. It'll all be revealed. So. Those are some eyeballs. Those are some eyeballs.
That is, those eyeballs are not something that I enjoy looking at. They're all weird and swirly, and I don't like it.
I guess I need to voice Leshy, huh?
Who?
Leshy. That's the name of the guy in the cabin. Leshy.
Sure.
You're in a cabin. You show up in a cabin. Well, I'm just saying, otherwise it's going to be a whole lot of blom, blom, and then people reading the text, and then we're going to be responding to text that no one's reading. So I guess
Sure.
I'll just do a voice for Leshy. It'll be fine. So
why not?
Another challenger. It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played.
Or you've never played it before.
Allow me to remind you. Well, the thing is that it's continue game, so someone's played it before.
Sure.
Play the squirrel card.
All right, I'm gonna play a squirrel.
Now play your stoat. Stoat card. An honorable death. Play the stoat.
We have to kill the squirrel.
Yes, so it tells you this requires one blood sacrifice to play this card. The wolf requires 2 blood sacrifices.
Poor squirrel.
Yes, so Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. That bell is very, very excited to get the murder on.
Yeah, it is super excited to be here, apparently.
Yeah. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is your attack power. Tooth scale.
Oh, God. Why are they driving teeth? Why is that the life point currency?
Because everyone has them.
So, I mean, they're like pulling out your teeth?
Yes.
Like
yes, that
building
is
them? Or
nope, that is exactly what it means. It is your teeth. That is absolutely what it is.
But they're gold.
Yeah. I guess everyone in this universe has gold teeth because you literally get an item at some point that lets you pull out a gold tooth out of your mouth and put it on the scale. So and yeah, it gets worse than that, but yeah. So I don't think all these are actually your teeth, but you do get to take your actual teeth to try to balance the scales. Anyway,
cool.
Your stoat dealt 1 damage. 1 added to this. I added it to the scale. I thought I said 1 again. I was like, what? You win if you tip my side all the way down.
Why does his eyes keep doing that?
Because he's cool. He's a cool dude for cool kids.
No, that's not something cool people do.
You don't like his cool finger? It's cool hands.
No. Everything about this dude makes me like just it's unnerving.
All right, I'm here to tell you, I've played this game for literally 14 hours. I just now saw that's a tooth.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. I've played this whole game, can show you my Steam that I've played that many hours, because the viewpoint that you play this game from shows it from the side.
Oh.
So it's way zoomed in right now for this image. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. So learning new stuff all the time. I just love that he's like, this means you win. This means you don't. My turn.
Oh, why is he a coyote?
Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote deals 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less.
Although it's messed up that he gets a coyote just for free.
That's because it doesn't have a blood cost. It's because it only has 1 health.
Yeah.
So if I get a coyote, I can play mine the same way.
Damage.
Right. It's a Zerg unit, right? So
yeah.
If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It is your turn again. You may draw from your deck, or you may draw a squirrel. So squirrels are your fodders. So squirrels are your sacrifice. Deck? Well, yeah, because squirrels are your sacrifice fodder, right? So you can choose one if you need just something to sacrifice, or you can choose whatever's here and play and add it to your hand. So these are it basically means if you need mana, then you would do that. So do we want to do that and get rid of that and bring the wolf in, or do we want to leave that and just test and see what this is?
I guess we can just draw from the regular deck. Fine, we'll live dangerously.
How reckless of you!
We got a snapping turtle.
How reckless of you!
What does a snapping turtle do?
Snapping turtle. You are so he's super tanky. He requires 2, but he has 6 health, 1 damage, and then the wolf is 3 and 2. What they wanted us to do was they had it set up. That's why they were like, or the squirrel deck this game is so beautifully designed. It wants you to use the squirrel and then bring the wolf in right here to attack that guy. We're not doing that because we're dum-dums. Because you are learning, I will pass.
If we're being honest, my original plan was to get a squirrel and bring the wolf out. So dumb I am not. I'm smart boy. 1,000 IQ plays.
Okay, but did you notice that we had 1 HP and that thing still died? So now we have a turtle. So
yeah.
So I mean, squirrels are useful. So now I can do this, and then that's there, and then I can take.
Do we want the wolf or the river snapper? Do we want attack or health?
Wolf demands 2 sacrifices. You like how they shiver and how their faces change? Yeah. Isn't that great? Don't you love that? Don't you love that you have that the cursor turns into a stabby knife and it does
everything seems weird scared
devil stuff and it's like, don't choose me, don't choose me. You're like, sorry. Don't choose me.
Sorry. I'm choosing both of you.
Huh? Hey, stop. That card talked.
The card just talked.
Sure did.
Why is the card talking to us?
Fear not, the beast is sacrificed but not removed from your deck. Its suffering was real, but you will see it again.
I don't like that. Why are we hurting our cards? They didn't do anything to us.
The heart of the cards might be being taken literally here. All right, let's go. Ding ding the tooth scale. 3 damage dealt, 3 weights on the scale.
Is he just passing again?
Yep, it's just, this is the tutorial fight, right? So he's like,
sure,
he's teaching us how to do stuff. So we're gonna pass because we can't do anything else.
You could have laid down a squirrel card.
Yeah, but it literally has 0 attack, so it wouldn't have done anything. You have won this match.
The excess teeth in the bowl. What did that do?
So they're a currency. Any excess damage you get gives you teeth that you can use for purchasing things. Yep.
I'm so glad I got a bowl of teeth. So happy. My tooth bowl.
Let me recall your story. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Your story's coming online. Leshy's the cream of the forest. Rise to the top. Ooh,
I don't know if I'll meet whatever that is in the forest.
And the beat goes on, yeah. Leshy's eyes are swirling. He's got a headband on. You're like, ah.
Put your glasses back on. Put your glasses back on.
And the beat goes on, yeah. You're like, no.
If you're the cream that rises to the top, I'll stay at the bottom. Thanks.
What is the rest of this? What is the rest of this pile of detritus? I hate it.
So I'm guessing this is a map that I'm looking at here with some skulls on it, and then a question mark and a bag.
That is correct, sir. If you've ever played a roguelike run-based game, it's one of those. But it's gonna be great. You are lost deep in the forest. Yeah.
we met Macho Man, apparently.
A single path revealed itself. Yeah. Like he's just like behind him. He just pops in and just goes.
Like that's how he punctuates.
Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, Leshy, you know, there's more to Leshy.
He's a few eccentricities. He's in a cabin by himself, apparently.
Correct. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. A single path revealed itself.
Oh no! I don't care if I'm starving to death and I'm about to die. If that guy with his swirly eyes goes, "Well, I have a cabin," I'm like, "I'll die, thanks."
Okay, but also, how would you know unless you knocked on the door and he opened it? Right. So.
Yeah.
All right. So that snake has poison. That means anything it bites dies.
Sure.
The cat can be sacrificed 9 times and then it changes. So you could use it as a sacrifice bait. So you can put it on 1 slot where there's no enemies. Put a squirrel. Do 2, the cat stays, squirrel goes. Or you can just use it to summon a bunch of 1-card fodder. That would work too. So do we want the snake to take out big stuff, or do we want the cat to sacrifice?
Ooh, I'll go with the toxic snake.
Alrighty, there we go.
I feel like the ability to take out some big boys with a tiny creature is probably worthwhile in this game.
It is very worthwhile.
And maybe that's just me kind of metagaming from
this game is
card games I've played before.
This game is uber meta. Don't feel afraid to do that. It's absolutely justified. I'll just say there is a boss that you can beat. There's one way the game wants you to beat it. And I found out another way that someone beat that boss with that snake card, and it blew my mind. Cause like I was like, oh my god, I figured it out. I know how to beat this certain boss. And then they were like, I did this. I was like,
well, it's nice to know that there's not only one way to go with this game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And so
I
like
guess it's kind of going to be the point, I suppose.
Yeah, correct. Some of the creatures of the forest seem willing to follow you.
God knows why. I don't. You apparently are stabbing them or feeding them to like other things. Like, no, I guess I'll go with you.
Okay, so if they're willing to have that happen to them, what does that mean that you're better than? What's the alternative? It must be way worse if being sacrificed fodder repeatedly that you come back to get through this is where it's better.
Hellscape.
Yeah, correct. You came across an abandoned sack.
And a corpse.
You found a squirrel in a bottle. Break in case of emergency. So that's a thing you can put on the side in case. So that is a card that you can sit over there.
Sacrifice, yeah.
It's a free sacrifice. So if you need a squirrel in a turn, you can just break that to get it. And then, or the other options are
squirrel.
So we have 2 free squirrels and then another useful implement. I'll allow you to tip the scales with it.
There's the tooth pliers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, 3 is as much items as you can carry.
I don't want to pull out my teeth.
So here's a fun little thing that you don't start realizing until later. I'm going to point out some of this stuff because it's not story-related stuff, but the little object that you walk with, there is like a pile of like 20 of them in the cabin, and every time you start a run, the little avatar is it's a different one from the pile. It's a super neat little touch that didn't have to happen, but I thought it was very cool. So,
so I'm guessing all the skulls are like duels or whatever.
Yes, they all have different meanings. I forget what one of them means boss fight, but I don't remember. Or like an elite challenge. It's like a totem challenge, which means that you have to like fight an enemy who has a totem that works to their advantage. Totems will come into play.
Boulders and stumps.
We're not. We're fighting on tough terrain, so half the board is taken up with garbage.
Yeah, why not? Can we break the stumps?
See, he's mad. Oh. You sacrificed me while I was sleeping. It was the right play. I get it. Maybe you'll help me. Maybe.
Well, I don't like it when our cards start talking to me. Definitely means I need to go to the hospital.
You may now see my moves ahead of time.
What?
We have a lane where we can see where he's going to play cards.
Oh, okay.
Before, so now we can see that's a wolf cub. In a turn, that wolf cub will turn into a wolf. We're not going to be able to kill that wolf cub in that time because he has to break this.
Put it in front of a boulder.
Because we can't sacrifice the boulder because it's not alive. It doesn't have any blood, and also that means he's just going to hit that. So we're going to have to do something to prepare for that wolf that's going to come from this card.
Can we throw the boulder at the wolf?
So no. So see how it says that card it turns into a more powerful form after a turn? That's what that little counter means. So, and this is our rule book that tells you. I don't need the items. Leave me alone. So these are all. There's like a ton of different. There's a ton of all these abilities.
There's
right?
So many things.
Yes, a ton of them. So
I don't know what any of this means.
So this is a clock. Or no, this is a safe dial, and eventually this will have a code where you can read it for a thing.
Sure.
There's a lot of stuff in here. We're gonna get out of this.
Ants.
Yeah, correct. So we've got to draw a card. Yes, draw a card.
Or get a squirrel.
Or do we have to? Did we already draw? Did we draw while I was looking at something?
Probably, because I think you start with 3 cards.
You cannot draw a card on your first turn. Okay, cool, great, love it. So you do automatically draw a card. All right, so yeah, I like that there are certain cards that are alive inside of them.
He's not happy. He's just blinking at you.
Well, yeah. I mean, he understood why we did it. He's just not happy about it.
I wouldn't be happy if someone like murdered me either.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna play that.
Especially when you know you're doomed to repeat it.
Here we go. You know, I was thinking of breaking both the squirrels in this one fight and throwing the turtle down, but I'm not gonna.
No,
but I thought about it. I thought about it, but I don't want to waste all my emergency stuff here at the start, right? So.
Yeah, we could always pull out a tooth, I guess.
Mind the ambitious wolf cub. It ages swiftly. Great. I love it when that happens. It's my favorite thing. Genuinely, so good.
I love when it turns into a wolf. That's all I need. More wolves, please.
Yes, please put wolves in more wolf for the wolf god. All right, there's a wolf. Great. So that is an airborne enemy. It flies over. So
that wolf's gonna apparently that wolf is just chewing on that boulder.
Yeah, correct. Or just smashing into it with its shoulder or something. I'm not sure how that would work. But I just love that like the game prepared for what you were doing. So he's like, you're like, stop laughing at me, creepy cabin man.
You swirly eyes can go away, please.
Yeah, please get your swirly eyes out of my face. Let's do.
So can you play as many cards as you want, or have sacrifices and stuff for? Really?
You can play as
you only play one card at a time?
Well, you can play one. In a turn, you can play as many cards as you have. So if you have a bunch of cards that don't have a cost, you can fill the whole board with them. Okay. Or if you have sacrifices, like if I have 4 down and I need to play a card that takes 3 and then one play a free one or something, or if I use all these extra squirrels, you can fill the whole damn board with 4 really crazy things if you can finagle that in a certain way. But if you can't, then it is what it is. And so that guy's just going to keep hitting me, and so that's just 2 damage. Yeah. So I'm basically
your stoat can't hit the bat, I guess.
No, well, I don't. I'm wanting to say, let's double check. So it's, yeah, he can attack for free. I don't remember if he's going to attack him. There's another one that actually dives under. What are you doing? There's one that dives underwater, and so it'll literally flip to where it's unattackable. So I don't remember if the bat's going to get hit or not. We'll see on this turn if I hit it and finish it off. Or because there are also cards just like in Magic. There's a sigil that's called like air blocker or something that like it's like a toad will like jump up and block a bat if they're trying to attack over you. So but I don't remember if you actually attack them on that turn. It's been a while since I have played, so I don't remember all the rules. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let him break that, and then I'm gonna play the snake and then let the snake kill him probably, unless we pull something else, because that's about to go away. So that's why I'm stockpiling all our stuff for the next turn to deal with that wolf, because as long as I don't break these, he can't play anything there to fight me.
Sure.
So I only have to play in those 2 lanes.
You're just gonna keep the stumps.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Well, they're not hurting me. They're only hurting him. So. Okay. Cool. So yeah, it is only on defense, and they can't be hit. So then those ones that flip are crazy. We have enough squirrels. Let's see what we got. Oh, that'll do. Wolf. Actually, that's a perfect idea. Let's do that. So if we do
squirrel, wolf, I guess.
Yeah. And then we do that. And we put that there. Those wolves will cancel each other out.
I don't want to sacrifice our stoat, bro. He didn't do anything. He's just been sitting there with just a mean look on his face.
He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's
done with it.
He reminds me of another stoat from another game that we played forever ago. Sunless Sea had a very melancholic
our weird Captain Pet stoat.
Yeah, our weird melancholic ferret. All right, there we go.
That we ate. We also sacrificed for food.
True. What is this card? Is wolf. Great. We have nothing to do there, so.
Yeah, we need more squirrels. Stat.
It's fine. We'll be fine. We won!
Hey!
You prevailed and trekked onward past the now bloodied terrain.
Yeah, because we apparently just
imagine you like throwing like everyone just throwing animals at other people. It's like, get him, wolf.
Right.
Now I'm gonna throw my wolf cub at you.
There's a wolf cub. There's a wolf cub. Wolf cub is really great because you only have to sacrifice 1 for it. But if you can put it in a place and protect it for a turn, it'll turn into a free wolf.
Yeah.
So it grows up. And then the sparrow is very weak, but it stays in the air. So if you want a flying creature or a bruiser that grows. Personally, I think I would rather have wolf cub over the bird.
Yeah, we'll go wolf cub. Sparrow could be useful in certain situations.
Could be very useful if you.
I prefer a free wolf.
Yeah, if you can do a sigil sacrifice where you put a sigil of another character onto that one, like say a multi-directional attack sigil onto that character, and then the bird flies over and attacks 3 lanes at once over all the people, that would be very powerful. But that's not gonna happen.
When do we get to do that?
Right now!
Oh. Apparently found some strange stones.
Yeah, you've stumbled into some all over them. Strange By the way, stones.
The set design this man is able to set up on this table is amazing.
It's incredible.
He can make so much money setting up D&D campaigns.
Right.
You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever.
Oh boy.
Who are we sacrificing? I think, I'm gonna be honest, my vote is we sacrifice the snake and then give someone else his poison sigil, because he costs too much for how shitty he is.
Sure, that works.
Because the other thing is a cheap wolf, and whoever we give it to will transform after a turn. That will be yes, that is a thing.
Okay, so like everything can technically transform, I guess, in this game.
Whoever you give that sigil to will transform after a turn.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's a good transformation.
I mean, there are some really crazy transformations, so
Sure.
It just depends, but it's either that or you get an instant kill on whatever enemy. So we could pick a squirrel card and put that on there, whatever, like, you know, right? So like,
all right, we'll sacrifice the Death Adder. It costs way too much for a 1/1.
All right, so now, do we want to give the wolf cub that to where it turns into a poison wolf after a turn? Do we want to make our Stoat boy super poisonous to where he can just kill anything he fights?
I think the Stoat's a better choice because it's got well, River Snapper might be pretty good, but that costs more.
He does cost, but he's tanky and anything that he fights will die. So it's I'll let you make this choice. I'm not making this choice. I'm just gonna sit here and kermit my coffee.
Well, you know what? We'll go with the River Snapper because I think a 1/6 with poison or death touch, however you want to call it, is pretty good.
Here we go.
All right.
You may have noticed we literally gouged the glyph off of that card and sewed it to the new card.
Yeah, it's
also he's now enchanted and has really cool glowing eyes.
Literally just skin flapped on.
Yeah, and a bloody stone.
Yeah.
A ghastly spectacle, but the soul of the adder now lives in the River Snapper.
Weird soul transference, I guess, like some voodoo crap.
It's true. Hey, remember the thing I was telling you about totem fights?
Totem
fight!
What the hell's a totem fight?
So, whatever the animal is on the top tells you what it boosts, and the thing on the bottom tells you what it does. So, that says that wolves can fly. So
the fact that he's just like staring at it with his weird swirly eyes, I hate it.
So it's because he's telling you, right? So it says, you know,
no, I get it.
K9 airborne. So there we go.
Yes, why don't we get a totem?
He's completely insane. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really.
Enough.
Yes.
Only keeps me around to watch me suffer.
Please stop talking to me, card. I don't need this.
You like these canines? It's a canine card. You know what that means.
So do our canine cards also get flying?
That means that we need to put some squirrels on the field.
Are we gonna break the bottle?
It's all canines. So should we break the bottles to put out a wolf, or break a bottle to put out a wolf?
Yeah, let's break a bottle.
Breaking the bottle. Putting a squirrel down in Squirrel Town. Do we have a location we want it?
Man.
Do we want to block or do we want to put it free over here on the side and just let it beat the shit out of things? Because we're going to take 4 damage if we don't block.
Yeah, so we probably need to block at least probably the coyote. Well, not the coyote, but either way.
They're 2 and 1 regardless.
Yeah. We'll put it with the coyote, I guess.
Okie dokie. Now here's the question: does their sigil apply to us? Probably not. So,
I'm gonna say no because that's not how this game probably works.
Right.
Because we don't get the cool shit.
Actually, you do. Actually, you do get. There is a totem merchant that will give you totems, and there's some crazy. There's a crazy totem. One of my favorite totems in the game is every time you sacrifice a squirrel, it comes back to your hand. You can throw down so many cards with squirrels with that playthrough. That's a very fun thing. There's one that every time your squirrel gets attacked, it drops a lizard tail card on the ground, which is like a blockable, like a skink loses its tail.
Yeah.
It drops a lizard tail on the table people have to attack through, and then it moves. And so, yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff. So he has granted him the power of flight.
He's got flying dogs, but we don't.
Yeah. All right.
Unfortunately,
so, it's fine. We're about to take this out. It's gonna be fine.
Give us a squirrel, and then
the
stoat.
We'll put the stoat down to take care of the bat because that'll handle that, and then he'll handle that no problem too. So back on the board. You're busting my balls. There we go. Freed it up. All right, that's a wolf cub. That's bad. We should handle that.
So we're gonna draw a squirrel, break a squirrel, and put a wolf out.
Oh, you know what? We can do that. Sure. All right.
Yeah.
I'll go with your plan. That's fine. We'll do that. Let's go with it. We have enough slots for the squirrels. I was actually like, I wonder what that card would be if we drew it. And you're like, big brain time. We got a tooth.
All right.
We got a tooth, everybody. We got a tooth. Hey.
Impressive.
Yeah, we still have our pliers. Great.
You may yet survive this ordeal.
I love that it's just sitting over there like, you could pull a tooth.
Knock
That's
on
something you can
wood.
The map converges. We're on map 2.
Oh, okay.
We have gone to the next chapter. All right, we get to look at cards. The Conniving Raven, a blight upon the skies. The Monstrous Grizzly, its form speaks enough of its efficacy. Yeah, cost 3, but guess what? It's real.
That's a 4/6, my friend.
Yeah. The Flighty Elk, it moves after attack. So every turn
So
it
it
will
like
move.
moves to the right, I guess.
And if there's no room for it to move to the right, it'll start going back left.
Huh.
So if it bumps into another unit, it'll go back the other way.
I kind of want the big boy. I kind of want the grizzly, but I also think a 2/3 flyer is probably good too. The
Well,
elk, I'm ambivalent to the elk, but the movement's probably pretty good because
it's very good. It's very good for certain fights where there's a lot of terrain things blocking to have things constantly running around attacking all the terrain. But I'm not making this choice. I'm making you make this choice because they're all good. We can work with all of them. So I'm going to let you make this choice.
You know what? I'm going to pull a wild card. We're going to go with the elk.
All right, let's go with the elk.
We'll go with the weird move boy. I don't know
All right.
what that'll do. What's the campfire?
So campfire is we go to a campfire and then something might happen. Maybe we make somebody stronger. Maybe they get eaten. I'm not sure. Or we go to one of the sacrifice tables and we sacrifice a sigil.
I want to go to the campfire. I haven't seen that yet.
All right. I was gonna say either we do that or we literally. I was gonna say if the option is to sacrifice the baby wolf, we put the transformation on the grizzly bear and see what happens. But
We don't have a grizzly bear.
Oh, that's right. We don't, do we?
We got the elk.
That's right. Okay, the campfire it is. That would be crazy. That would be insane.
You come across a small group of survivors.
This can't be good.
Yeah, it's great.
Faces shrunken from starvation, they huddled around a campfire. They looked upon your group of creatures and beckoned.
Are we literally just traveling around with just like a pack of just random animals?
Yes, we are. That is exactly what's happening. That is actually the story.
We got a wolf, a bunch of wolves, a stoat, a cub, an elk, and a snapping turtle that also has poisonous fangs.
All right, I'm gonna say that the prospector is the one speaking. Come, warm yourself by one of your creatures by the fire.
One said.
What? Let's see.
Warm me by the fire. That will increase his power. Another said.
I'm very jolly. We're gonna warm him by the fire.
He's wearing a bowler with a mustache. What else is he gonna sound like?
You notice one of the survivors is wiping drool from their mouth.
I was definitely not gonna go, oh, Macklin. Like, we're not going into the. That's not happening. We're not doing a John Wayne movie. Sorry. Yeesh. One guy's wearing a headdress. I had to choose from over here. That's a feather. That's a headdress. I think that's a female Native American. So we went over here for these guys because I stayed in my lane. I am moisturizing. I am fine. Yeah. All right. So what do we want to make stronger?
The wolf cub's probably a pretty good choice. But I would say the elk. I want to make the elk stronger.
Okay. You don't want to make the turtle stronger and make an even beefier tank that hits harder?
Nah. What the elk?
All right, elk it is. We hit that O button. There we go.
Yeah.
The fire warmed the elk, enhancing its power. One of the survivors reached toward it.
No, don't you eat my elk, goddammit.
Another gnashed their
this.
teeth. Without a word, you pulled the elk away from the fire and left.
Please get away from my son.
You're like, no, do not.
No, leave it alone.
Right.
It's mine.
Death battle. We have trees. Air defense trees, no less.
All right.
Those are air
Of
blocker
course,
trees.
that's when we get
and
the
that's
one that
thing,
moves
and-
around. We have
Oh
a bunch of
no.
shit
Oh
around.
no.
Oh, they have a grizzly bear. That's not fair.
Yikes. And well, at least that'll
And
fight
well,
that.
we don't
That's
have
fine,
any.
but-
We don't have any. We don't have enough squirrels.
Yeah, it's fine. We could put down the wolf cub over here though, and let him be fine because
Yeah.
nothing will attack. That's the only play that
Sure.
I see that we have right now, if I'm being honest.
Well, we could have done a squirrel and then another. We got another squirrel, and put the river stepper down to tank the grizzly.
Yeah, but that would have taken a whole turn of not doing anything, and then the grizzly's still going to come down and do what he's
Yeah,
going to
that's
do.
true.
So we might as well have done the play that we had to play, because now that's 1 damage, and then ouch, ouch, ouch. That's why I wanted the and now that's a full ass wolf over there to tank that other grizzly.
Yeah, the grizzly's gonna immediately kill the wolf.
Yeah, but that was our choice, right? That's all we had. So I guess we're getting a squirrel.
Yeah, I guess we need a squirrel. Can't really sacrifice anything else, unfortunately.
We have to do this, or we're gonna lose. Sorry.
Tooth. I don't
A
like it.
well-earned point of
The
damage.
crunch.
I didn't think you would really do it. I'm gonna be real with you,
Yeah,
guy. I didn't think you were gonna do that.
I
That
put
was
that was a
crazy.
joke. I don't know why.
Yeah. I didn't think you would do that. I'm seeing some wild shit in this cabin. I ain't never seen that before. That's insane. What are you doing?
You pull out your tooth, he just goes, "Get out."
You're
Get out
crazy.
now.
You're too crazy for me,
I
bro.
want
You
anything
gotta
to do
get
with
out of
you.
here. You gotta get out of here. What are you doing?
Also, I just realized that tooth is an actual non-gold red
Yeah,
tooth.
that is not a.
Wow, I'm noticing things.
Oh, no.
That might have been patched in. I don't remember that being there. I remember it being a regular gold tooth when I
I
played
definitely feel
through.
like you'd be like, "But you have tooth as currency." He's like, "Yeah, but I only do it after they're dead."
I'm here to tell you, as
Pull out
someone
my teeth.
who has had a lot of dental work done in their day, I'm here to tell you that one does not simply just pull out a tooth and go back to playing
No.
cards. You have to be you're got a bad time is what you got on your hands. This might
Something
actually
is wrong with you.
This might actually be one of those matches where they're forcing our hand to not be able to go any further.
Well, we could. Well, I was gonna say we could put the squirrel down, sacrifice the wolf and the squirrel, and we got the river snapper to at least take out one of the grizzlies, but we might just be dead. Oh, I guess we can do it now, but we still might be dead.
Yeah, because we're still going to take 4 damage, and we only have like 2 damage worth. So what we
Just notice
could do
that's animal teeth over there for the things where the
on the top,
scale.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
there's everything teeth in this game.
what we could do, we could buy ourselves a turn with no way of doing anything by sacrificing putting both squirrels down. We would take no damage this turn. But then,
Sure.
what do we do after that?
But then we just die next turn.
We're delaying the inevitable. So
Either way, we're probably dead, so we might as well take out one of the grizzlies.
that's correct. If he hits him, he's toasted. So it's because we burned all of our stuff on the
All
way
our
easier
squirrels.
fight. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but it's fine.
And bang.
Ooh, ooh, ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ooh.
Okay, so now what?
You lost.
Yeah.
Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment.
I'm not angry at you. I'm just disappointed.
Get up.
I watched you pull out a tooth, you weirdo.
I said get up, you tooth pervert. Get up from the table, pervert.
I don't wanna.
Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door.
Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna go over here. I don't like
What?
that.
Is
Don't
that,
like
that lightning outside, or is it just someone being electrocuted outside the door?
That is a room. That is not.
That's not outside. That's just a room in the cabin.
That's just a room in the cabin. I
Apparently,
don't.
we have a safe.
I don't remember what the code is.
What's in the safe?
Great question. We'll find out when we get there. But if you look over here, these are some of those.
That's the people beside the fire.
Well, those are alternate avatars. And then there's a little wolf in a cage. There's a globe over there. He's just eyeballing us.
Yeah, he's staring at us.
Can't do anything here. He wants us to.
We need to well. That just snuffed out the light. I don't know. That's
Sure
bad.
did.
Can we not pick up the? Didn't he want us to get the candlestick?
Yeah, he did. But there's a thing you do. I was just trying to see if I could do it yet. So you get these light up, and then something happens with that.
Sure.
He wants us to get this.
Oh, that candlestick.
Yeah. I was just trying to break the game in a way. If you know what I'm saying. Put here.
You're trying to use
down.
You're trying to use your foreknowledge.
Yes, correct. Put down candle.
All right, here's your candlestick. God.
Fine, I'll sit down. Geez, sorry, Dad.
Let me explain something to you. Candle out, smoke come out.
You're like, that's a stupid rule. What does that mean?
Can't explain it. You can't explain that. Why does the candle go out?
That was one of the 2 mistakes that you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you.
Yeah, you
What
don't
happened to
gotta.
strike 3?
Now, where were
Why is there
we?
a 2-strike system here? And to be honest, we don't even get 2 strikes. We didn't even know about this system. And you're like, I already took one away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Son of a
damn, it's
bitch.
almost like you weren't prepared for this situation, I guess. Anyway, don't do it again.
All right, which path are we taking? So this one leads to a backpack with items. This one leads to a campfire with hungry people where we can power somebody up.
Well, we're out of items, so I think we should go to the item path.
All right, we're going to get a card regardless. Here we... That's a snap. It sure is another turtle.
It's not a bullfrog.
Bullfrog. That's a one... That's a mushroom.
Yeah, that is a mushroom.
Certain cards have mushrooms. I'm not going to tell you what that means.
I feel like we
That's
should
our
pick the
current
one with
deck.
the mushroom in front of it.
I think we should pick one that has one fucking thing because we died last time because we have so many
That's
expensive
true.
cards.
All right, we'll get the bullfrog.
Just saying. I think that
Yeah.
we have too many 2s and not enough 1s, and so we just can't do anything.
But what about the mushroom? Never let me do what I want.
What about the chicken foot fan?
What is this? Oh, you can give him flying, I guess.
It
Also,
makes all
God,
of your
why does
it
that
makes
fan have chicken feet.
it makes all of your creatures fly for 1 turn, which is
That'd
real
be pretty
good. It's real good
those
when
are
you
some
need it.
Pliers over there, because we need that.
Its bleeding yields 3 blood. You can.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Its bleeding yields 3 blood if you can ignore the bleating.
At this point, we have murdered so many creatures. Definitely the black goat.
A rock may get you out of a hard place.
Stop giving us pliers.
Oh God, the pliers are bloody.
Yeah, I know, because we already pulled out a tooth.
Oh.
He just keeps
Yeah. I am going to be honest. I think
I don't know if this guy will do it again, but I'm gonna get these pliers.
I think the boulder is the way to
Oh yeah,
go.
but say I want the boulder.
We
I
can
want the
carry
black
3
goat.
items. We can carry 3 items. So
The black goat. That seems like a good choice. As you have stated, we have a very expensive deck.
yeah.
So get all the blood. I want the blood.
All right. I'm gonna need a drink for this next part.
All right.
I love how the music changes themed around what you're doing.
I'm also hearing tink tink of what I assume are based on the skull and cross pickaxes. Are pickaxes.
Absolutely.
The trees seemed to close in around you as a chill mist descended. In the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on
Can I ask
stone.
why we just wandered into a mine?
A hobbled figure stood in your path.
Oh, good lord.
Hee-haw! 'Twas the prospector.
No.
Don't you love him? So there's a
wow, prospector.
pack mule, and coyote. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. That pack mule is very important to this boss fight.
It is?
Yes.
Okay. We want the pack mule?
We want to obliterate the pack mule.
Okay. Well, we can do a squirrel, a wolf cub.
I'm gonna.
We can't get the goat yet. We need a sacrifice for the goat.
I don't want to sacrifice the goats.
Okay, so
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that yet. Do we? Okay. Well, we already have one boulder down, and that guy's gonna only do 2 damage. So we're even worried about popping items yet.
Nah, it's fine. We're good. We got our Death River Snapper, which is good.
Yes, pack mule. Notice the pack mule has a envelope underneath it. All right, we should probably get a squirrel.
Yeah, get a squirrel. Yeah.
Bullfrog.
Yep.
Block this coyote. Take out that coyote.
Yeah.
All right, and Yahtzee.
That's
We need a squirrel. We don't have anything else.
We need definitely.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The wolf will balance it in our favor.
Yeah, to balance the scales. Yeah, I forgot that pack mule would move out of the way.
Yeah. There we go. And then that'll bump it back a little bit, but the wolf still gives us the advantage. I'm gonna say squirrel.
Yeah. We're probably gonna want that river snapper out at some point.
Yeah. Should we sacrifice the bullfrog?
Yeah, because we could put out that river snapper now.
Or should we save the river snapper and just see what happens when we kill the mule?
Sure. Let's see what happens when we kill the mule.
Are we? Because we're only going to take 1 point of damage, because this is going to give us 1 point. We're going to beat the mule, and then that's going to take 2, so we're going to lose 1.
We'll just pass the turn. It's fine.
All right. Got an envelope. Woo!
Oh, God.
Yeah. Dad nabbit, my mule!
Are those in our deck now?
Did I neglect to mention overkill damage?
Yes.
Excess damage is not wasted. It carries over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim.
It's very graphic.
Lucky for you.
So we killed the card behind. So we bought ourselves some time, and there we go. Cool. And now it goes back. All right, we now have 100 squirrels in our hand.
Yeah, I was about to say we can put all this. We also have an infinitely murderable cat.
I say we just play the sparrow. I say we just play the sparrow and not blow our load.
Sure.
But we want to pick a squirrel, or we want to pick a card?
Well, we'll pick a card out of the deck. We've got enough squirrels right now.
He's doing the prospector again. Easy, boss. The mule's the key.
Yeah, we already figured that out. Thanks.
Thanks, buddy. Way ahead of you there, Copernicus. Way to go.
Well, we could have put out the stoat instead, but the sparrow's good too. Because I don't think the sparrow will attack the coyote.
It won't, but nah, it's fine. I didn't think about that.
He looks so sad.
Yeah, he's not excited about it. All right, so we're putting the stoat out.
Yeah.
All right. This spot? You sure?
Where else was I gonna put you?
Great question.
I hope you didn't think it would be that easy.
Is he talking in prospector voice or his voice?
Oh, that was in his voice. There's gold in them there cards.
Wait, what happened? Why does he get to just murder everything?
Gold! I struck gold!
This is bullshit.
Oh, it's absolutely bullshit, but that's why I was like, I knew that was coming, but I'm like trying to play this without like revealing everything to you and being like, look, okay, we're gonna min-max this and do this thing here. Cause like, yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe we don't play the river. Maybe we
until he kills our gold nuggets.
Yes, but that also means that we're protected on all fronts until he breaks them. So we can amass people until then. So
I guess. Well, how many squirrels do we have at this point?
We have 1 squirrel and a cat.
We probably need some more squirrels.
All right.
Given what our hand looks like, I would
sure
need a couple more squirrels.
You got it. All I know is anything that fights that boy, I ain't gonna win.
Nah.
He might not win every fight, but he'll win the first one. That dog gets on my nerves. Get him! That dog has a defensive sigil that means if you put down a card, he immediately jumps to in front of the last card that was played.
Ugh.
Doesn't matter where he is, he will jump, and it's super annoying because you're like, I'm gonna put down this card, and it'll turn into a really powerful card on the next turn, and it just goes and kills it. And you're like, damn it!
So do we want to put out the infinite cat, or do we just want to keep getting some squirrels?
So,
because we could put down a squirrel, sacrifice for the cat, and then have that ready for the next turn, where we could just do a squirrel and then sacrifice the cat.
but the problem is if we put it here, it's just gonna kill it. It's just gonna kill it. So do we?
Well, I
need
didn't know
to,
if it applied to combat damage or if it's only sacrifices it doesn't die from.
It's only sacrifices.
Ah,
So
that's stupid.
So then, question: do we want to put down a rock? Since we have no, we literally have no way to put down two things to sacrifice.
We should put a boulder down.
So
we don't die. Stupid, dumb gold.
So were we drawing a squirrel or a card?
Draw a card.
All right, we got an elk.
Oh, there's the elk.
Still don't have enough to do it because we don't have enough spaces, though, unfortunately. So we need to go with the boulder.
I play boulder.
I play boulder in defense position.
We going with this? We going with this?
Go grab a squirrel.
Swirl it up. That's an adder. It'll instantly.
Is that going to immediately kill the gold nugget? So at least there's that, I guess.
Yeah. So we're basically buying ourselves 3 turns. Yeah. So.
I guess draw a card from the deck.
All right, we got another wolf. So.
Oh yeah, because I guess our wolf cub we already used.
So we literally have nothing that we can do to deal with that, unless here's the thing. I don't want to do it because it's going to kill the turtle immediately. But we could pop a goat to get enough to sacrifice a wolf to kill the snake. But then the wolf's going to die immediately. So we can either let this attack us for 1 turn and take 1 damage. It won't instantly kill us, but it'll do 1 damage. And then that'll break that, and then we can play from there. Because otherwise we're going to put.
What's our scale look like?
It's not moved. It's straight in the center.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll just wait the turn. We'll take the 1. Teeth are a resource, just like anything else.
Yeah. All right. So now we're gonna play. I say we take out the hound with the turtle.
Yeah, that's we get the turtle. Definitely the turtle.
Yes. Did you see him try to jump?
Yeah. He wiggled. He's like, I want it. Death is like, no, he's mine.
Right. All right, turtle's down. That means that boy is going away, and these guys are going to be their own problem. So, all right. So that means that this will be gone. The next turn should be, and then we can actually start playing sacrifice the animals. Yeah. Bye. I love that we did 1 attack to that thing and took it out. It just feels good. You're just like, yeah, I did that. That was me. What are we thinking? I know we need 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and put down 2 squirrels.
Yeah.
What card do you want us to go?
We'll just play a wolf.
Just a wolf? All right.
Yeah. Because, maybe we do the elk when there's not something that's going to immediately murder it once it moves.
Makes sense to me. All right, so that's down. So we kept our wolf. So now
to be honest, we could just keep passing at this point because we're doing way more damage than he is.
So now are we thinking elk in that spot? Or are we thinking wolf again because it's more? What are we thinking?
We can't put anything enough. We can't sacrifice enough stuff to put any of that down.
We could if we used a goat. So are we thinking just pass then, not waste our stuff?
Right now, I'm just passing it.
You got it.
Because he can't do anywhere near the damage that we can.
Sure.
Because he's doing 1.
We are now about to hit starvation. We are now out of cards. So if we have another turn after this, it means we'll take 1 damage every turn.
That's dumb.
Well, it's because it's like, well, I'm just glad you don't outright lose immediately. I would rather start starving than that. So
yeah. Well, it's not starving. It's just we started losing our teeth apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, and every cards to play, all my teeth have fallen out.
By the way, he turns out all your candles whenever you're at a boss fight. You only have one shot. If you die, it's gone.
But they get 2 lives, you get none.
Correct. And some get 3.
Stupid.
Allow me to light your candles once more. I won't be killing you quite yet.
I don't like that that's what he plans. Oh, we got our other candle lit. That's nice.
Yeah. You're the first in a while to overcome a boss. As a reward, you are granted an opportunity to select a rare card. Choose carefully.
I only keep them in this briefcase, along with my porn.
A largely unimpressive specimen.
All right, so we got a larva.
Child 13. Poor abandoned child. It does not die when sacrificed, but do you have the heart to try?
No.
An uninspiring Gek. Perhaps you can find a use for it.
It's a 1/1 for nothing. That's good. But I'm interested in the larva or child 13. I want the larva.
Okay,
Give me the larva.
Yeah, that's good. If we can protect that larva, it becomes one of my favorite cards. It's a very fun card if you can put it behind something stupid and let it just grow for a couple turns. Like if you can put it behind a rock on the enemy side to where they just can't do anything because the rock is there and just let it do its thing, then it comes out and it is a good time.
With the sound of the prospector's pickaxe still ringing in your ears, you carried onwards.
We're in the jungle now.
The rank smell of rot and mold permeated the humid air. Every step forward was answered by some nearby slip or slither. You tread cautiously into the wetlands.
The wetlands.
I think this is a great spot to stop this episode.
Sure.
And then we will come back and do this some more soon. Yeah. It's Inscryption. I'm excited. I love this game. I'm so excited to play it again. Yeah.
I still don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I love it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Dead Action Jones.
I'm Joe Zombie.
We have been still standing. We're glad that you are as well, and we hope that you have a wonderful day.
I hope you had fun.
I did. I'm having a great time. I'm having a blasty blast.
I'm just, this is all weird to me.
It's such a good game. Such a good game. Oh my god, thank you so much. Anyway, what were you gonna say? What was that?
We've been playing the weirdest games lately.
I love it. I love that. Well, there's never been a better time to play video games. It's wonderful. I love it. So good. We'll see you all again soon. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.